Ladies, let me tell you something. When a man ignores you, it means something. Oh, yeah, it does. And I need you to hear me on this. See, a man is real simple. He's not some complex, hard to figure out mystery. He's not sending you secret signals, no matter how much you want to decode his behavior like it's some kind of FBI case. If he wants you, you're going to know. If he's ignoring you, you got to believe what you see. When a man is interested in you, his actions will always reveal the truth, no matter what words he says. A man can tell you he cares, that he's thinking about you, or that he's just been busy, but his actions will always show you what's really going on. This is because men are naturally straightforward when it comes to things they truly want. If he values you, he will make the effort to see you, talk to you, and make sure you know where you stand. A man who genuinely cares will prioritize you in his life. It doesn't mean he has to spend every waking moment texting or calling, but it does mean that he will be consistent. Consistency is key when it comes to understanding a man's true intentions. If he tells you he likes you but constantly disappears, takes forever to respond, or only reaches out when it's convenient for him, that's not real interest. That's convenience. A man who is serious about you will make sure you feel secure, not confused. It's easy to get caught up in words because words can be manipulated. A man can say all the right things to keep you around, even if he doesn't truly intend to invest in you. He may say he's just bad at texting, that he's overwhelmed with work, or that he's not good at showing emotions. But when a man truly cares, none of that stops him from showing up. A busy man will still make time. A man who struggles with emotions will still find ways to express his care. A man who isn't great at texting will still call. People prioritize what matters to them. Think about the things in your own life that are important, whether it's your job, your family, or your personal goals. No matter how busy you are, you still make time for them because they hold value in your life. The same rule applies to men when it comes to relationships. If he values you, you will not have to question his interests because he will make sure you don't feel neglected. He will take initiative, check in on you, and include you in his life. Ignoring or inconsistent behavior is often a sign that he does not see you as a priority. Many women fall into the trap of making excuses for a man's lack of effort. They tell themselves he's just bad at communication or that he needs space. While that might be true in certain cases, more often than not, if a man is genuinely interested, he will make an effort regardless of his personality or circumstances. If he's ignoring you or giving you mixed signals, it's usually because he's choosing to do so. Another thing to consider is how he treats other aspects of his life. If he can make time for his friends, hobbies, or even scrolling through social media, but somehow never has time for you, that's a clear indicator of where you stand in his priorities. A man who wants you in his life will make room for you. He won't wait until it's convenient for him. He won't leave you wondering whether he cares or not. It's important to observe his actions over time instead of focusing on isolated moments. Sometimes a man will come back around just enough to keep you interested. He might text after days of silence or suddenly make plans after ignoring you. But if this behavior is a pattern, that's not real investment. That's a cycle of keeping you as an option rather than a priority. Actions don't lie. If he truly values you, he will be present, available, and consistent. If he doesn't, he will make excuses, disappear, and leave you wondering where you stand. No matter what he says, his actions will always reveal the truth. When a man is genuinely interested in you, he will make an effort, plain and simple. There will be no guessing, no mixed signals, and no need to analyze his every move. Men are naturally goal-driven, and when they want something, they pursue it. This applies to everything in their lives, whether it's their career, their hobbies, or their relationship. If a man is truly into you, he will prioritize you, not as an afterthought, but as someone he values and wants to build something with. Effort isn't about grand gestures or expensive gifts. It's about consistency. A man who wants to be in your life will show up, not just once or twice, but repeatedly. He will check in with you call or text regularly, and make plans to see you. He won't leave you wondering if he cares or questioning if you're important to him. You won't have to chase after him or remind him to make time for you because he will do it naturally. Excuses are a clear indicator of where you stand in a man's life. If he's always too busy to call, too tired to spend time with you, or constantly postponing plans, it means you are not his priority. Everyone has responsibilities, jobs, and daily struggles, but people make time for what they truly care about. If he can make time for his friends, his hobbies, or his personal interests, but can't seem to fit you into his schedule, that is a sign that his interest isn't as strong as you might hope. Effort also shows up in the small things. A man who values you will remember details about you, ask about your day, and pay attention to your likes and dislikes. He will go out of his way to make sure you feel seen, heard, and appreciated. He won't wait for you to initiate every conversation or plan every date. He will take the lead because he genuinely wants to be around you. Communication is another major sign of effort. When a man is interested, he will make an effort to keep the conversation going. He won't leave your messages on read for days, reply with one-word answers, or disappear and then reappear only when it's convenient for him. A man who wants you in his life will engage with you, ask questions, and make you feel like an important part of his world. It's important to recognize that effort is not just about words, it's about actions. A man can say he likes you, but if he never takes the time to show it, then his words mean nothing. If he says he wants to see you but never follows through, that's not real effort. If he tells you he cares but makes no attempt to check in on you or make you feel special, then he is not truly invested. Consistency is what separates a serious man from one who is just passing time. A man who genuinely likes you will not be hot and cold, giving you attention one day and disappearing the next. He will not make you feel like you are constantly chasing him or trying to prove your worth. Instead, he will make it clear that he values you and wants to be with you. The truth is, men do what they want to do. If a man wants to call you, he will. If he wants to see you, he will make it happen. If he wants to be with you, he will do whatever it takes to make sure you know it. There is no such thing as a man being too busy for someone he truly wants. When a man cares, he will find a way. When a man ignores you, one of the reasons could be that he is entertaining other options. This is a reality that many people don't want to face, but it's an important truth to acknowledge. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere and dating apps provide endless choices, some men keep multiple options open. They may not want to fully commit to one person, so they divide their time and attention among several. If a man is hot and cold with you, showing interest one day and disappearing the next, it's possible that he is engaging with someone else when he's not giving you attention. Men who do this often operate in patterns. They reach out when they want attention, affection, or validation, but when they are preoccupied with someone else, they suddenly become distant. They may text less frequently, take longer to respond, or stop initiating plans altogether. Instead of giving you consistent effort, they keep you in a cycle of uncertainty where you're always wondering when they'll reach out again. This inconsistency is a major red flag that he is not solely focused on you. Social media and technology have made it easier than ever for people to juggle multiple connections at once. If a man is following, liking, or commenting on multiple women's posts but barely acknowledges you, that's a sign that his attention is divided. If he is always online but never seems to have time to reply to your messages, that's another indicator that he may be entertaining other conversations. These small behaviors might seem insignificant at first, but over time they reveal a pattern of someone who is keeping their options open rather than committing to you. Another sign that a man is seeing other options is his level of emotional investment. If he keeps conversation surface level, avoids deep discussions about the future, or hesitates to introduce you to his close friends and family, he may not be viewing you as his only or main priority. A man who is serious about you will naturally want to include you in different aspects of his life. On the other hand, If he's keeping things vague or avoiding commitment, it could be because he is not fully invested in just one person. The way he treats your time is also an important clue. If he only reaches out when it's convenient for him or when he wants something from you, that's a clear sign that he is not prioritizing you. A man who is truly interested will not treat you as a backup plan or only come around when he has nothing better to do. If he cancels plans last minute, disappears for days, and then suddenly reappears with an excuse, it's likely that he is shifting his attention based on what benefits him in the moment. Sometimes, a man who is entertaining other options will also give vague excuses when questioned about his behavior. He might say things like, "I've just been really busy," or "I'm not looking for anything serious right now," to keep his options open without fully committing to one person. He may even try to flip the situation and make you feel like you are overreacting for questioning his lack of consistency. This kind of manipulation is meant to keep you guessing while he continues to explore other possibilities. It's important to recognize these behaviors early on because a man who is truly interested will not make you feel like an option. He will not disappear for long periods, act distant without explanation, or make you wonder where you stand. If a man is serious about you, he will make an effort to be present and available. But if he is ignoring you while giving his attention elsewhere, that is a clear sign that he is not fully invested in building something real with you. Some men test your patience to see if you will chase them. This is a game that many play, whether intentionally or subconsciously, to gauge how much effort they need to put in. They pull away, delay responses, or act distant just to see how you will react. They want to know if you will tolerate their inconsistent behavior, if you will continue to pursue them even when they give you nothing in return, and if they can get away with doing the bare minimum while still keeping you interested. This behavior often starts subtly. A man who was once consistent with his calls and messages suddenly starts pulling back. At first, he may take longer to reply, then he stops initiating conversations, and eventually you find yourself always being the one to reach out. When you ask him what's going on, he may brush it off, saying he's just been busy or needs space. In reality, he's testing your patience, waiting to see if you'll accept less than what you deserve. Some men do this because they like the feeling of being chased. It boosts their ego to know that no matter how much they pull back, you are still there trying to gain their attention. They enjoy knowing that they can disappear and return whenever they want, and you will still be available. This is not about love or genuine interest. It's about control. When a man knows that he can give you inconsistent effort and still keep you around, he has no motivation to change. Another reason some men test your patience is because they want to see how much they can get away with. They start by ignoring messages or canceling plans at the last minute. If you don't call them out on it, they push further. Soon, they stop making plans altogether and only reach out when it's convenient for them. If you continue to tolerate this behavior, they will take it as a sign that they don't have to put in real effort to keep you around. This kind of man may also use hot and cold behavior to confuse you. One moment he is attentive, affectionate, and making you feel special. The next he disappears or acts distant. This cycle repeats over and over, keeping you emotionally attached because every time he pulls away, you hold on to the hope that he will come back as the version of himself that gave you attention. This is a calculated move to keep you stuck in a cycle of seeking his approval. When you find yourself constantly waiting for him to return to how he was in the beginning, you are being emotionally manipulated. A man who truly values you will not put you through emotional roller coasters just to see how much you can handle. Instead of being clear about what he wants, he plays games to keep you guessing. He knows that as long as he gives you just enough attention to keep you hopeful, you will stay. This is why it's important to recognize these patterns early. A man who is serious about you will not make you question your worth. He will not test your patience just to see how much you can tolerate. He will not string you along while giving you the bare minimum. A man who truly cares about you will show up consistently, communicate openly, and make it clear that he values you. If you find yourself in a situation where you are constantly being tested, it's time to ask yourself whether you are willing to keep proving yourself to someone who isn't putting in the effort to prove himself to you. When a man truly cares about you, Even in his toughest moments, he will still find a way to communicate. No matter how busy, stressed, or overwhelmed he may be, he will not leave you in the dark wondering where you stand. Communication is not about having endless conversations every day. It's about consistency, clarity, and effort. A man who values you will not make you feel uncertain about his feelings or his intentions. Many people make excuses for a man's lack of communication, believing that he is just going through a rough time or that he is not good at expressing himself. While it's true that men handle stress differently, a man who genuinely cares will still check in, even if it's just a short message to let you know he's thinking about you. He will not leave you hanging for days or weeks, expecting you to just understand his silence. A man's ability to communicate during difficult times says a lot about his emotional maturity. Life will always bring challenges, work pressure, family problems, personal struggles, but a man who is serious about you will not shut you out completely. He may not always have long conversations, but he will make an effort to keep you informed. Even something as simple as, "I've been dealing with a lot, but I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you," shows that he respects and values the connection. Inconsistent communication is often a red flag. If a man only reaches out when he needs something or when it's convenient for him, that's not real interest, it's selective effort. If he disappears when things get tough and only returns when life is easier for him, he is not building a strong foundation for a relationship. Communication in a healthy relationship should not be based on convenience. It should be a consistent effort regardless of circumstances. Men are natural problem solvers. When they truly want something, they find solutions instead of making excuses. If a man is genuinely interested in you, he will make sure that his actions match his words. He won't just say he cares, he will show it by keeping you involved in his life, even during difficult times. He won't expect you to read his mind or guess what's going on. He will communicate openly so you don't have to feel uncertain. A lack of communication is often a sign of emotional unavailability. Some men avoid deep conversations because they don't want to form a true emotional connection. They keep things vague, give short responses, or only talk when they need attention. If a man is truly invested, he will not leave you feeling like you have to beg for basic communication. He will not make you feel like an afterthought or like you are constantly trying to get his attention. It's important to pay attention to patterns. One missed call or a late response does not mean a man doesn't care, but repeated instances of silence, ignoring messages, or failing to communicate about important things are signs that he is not prioritizing you. A man who values you will never want you to feel uncertain about where you stand with him. Communication is not just about words, it's about effort. A man who genuinely wants you in his life will make an effort to keep the connection strong. Even when life gets hard, even when things get stressful, he will not let his silence make you question his feelings. He will be present, engaged, and intentional about making sure you feel valued. If he truly cares, he will make sure you never have to wonder if he does. Knowing your worth is the foundation of every healthy relationship. When you truly understand your value, you will never allow yourself to settle for mixed signals, half-hearted effort, or inconsistent attention. Too often, people accept less than they deserve because they are afraid of losing someone. But the truth is, the right person will never put you in a position where you have to question your importance in their life. A man who genuinely wants to be with you will make it clear. He will not leave you feeling confused, anxious, or uncertain. You will not have to analyze his messages, wonder why he's ignoring you, or try to justify his lack of effort. Love is not meant to feel like a guessing game. When someone truly values you, they will show it in their actions, their consistency, and their willingness to prioritize you. Many people tolerate being treated as an option because they believe if they hold on long enough, the other person will change. They think that if they are patient, understanding, or give more love, the person who is inconsistent will suddenly realize their worth. But love doesn't work that way. A person who truly values you will not need constant reminders to treat you right. They will not require you to prove yourself or beg for their attention. They will recognize your worth from the start and treat you accordingly. It is important to set standards and boundaries that reflect your self-worth. If a man is giving you mixed signals, pulling away, or making you question where you stand, that is a sign that he is not meeting your standards. Your time and energy are valuable, and they should only be given to someone who appreciates and reciprocates them. When you lower your standards for someone who is not putting in effort, you are teaching them that it is acceptable to treat you that way. Respect and self-love go hand in hand. If you respect yourself, you will not allow someone to come and go as they please, to be inconsistent, or to make you feel like you are not enough. You will not settle for someone who only gives you attention when it's convenient for them. Instead, you will make space for the kind of love that is consistent, committed, and fulfilling. It's also important to remember that walking away from a situation that does not serve you is not a loss, it is a gain. When you let go of someone who is not valuing you, you are making room for someone who will. Too often, people fear being alone, so they hold on to relationships that do not bring them happiness. But being alone and at peace is always better than being with someone who makes you feel lonely and uncertain. A man who is truly meant for you will never make you question your place in his life. He will not play games, test your patience, or make you feel like you have to fight for his attention. He will choose you consistently and intentionally because he sees your worth and respects what you bring into his life. The way a man treats you is a direct reflection of how much he values you. If he is ignoring you, giving you mixed signals, or treating you as an afterthought, believe his actions. Do not waste your time trying to change him or hoping he will suddenly realize your worth. Instead, know your value, set your standards, and never settle for anything less than what you truly deserve. The right man will never make you feel like you are hard to love. He will appreciate you, cherish you, and make sure you never have to question his intentions. Real love is not confusing, painful, or uncertain. It is clear, consistent, and full of respect.